Welcome to P3 Radio.
The monkey only dances as good as the guy grinding the organ handle.
Brother.
I fly, bro. That is never stopping.
Truck goes to Dwayne.
Cool story, bro.
Footy pajamas.
Hey, genius, it's 2 p.m. Central.
PG3 Radio.
Here's your host, Josh Riley,
Get him off pig, Freddy. Get him off pig.
Richard Mullican.
And as I put you down, my pants ripped.
It's showtime. It's showtime. It's showtime.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of P3 Radio. I'm Richard Mullican, joined by my co-host, the man that will heartlessly pull the train off of Pawpaw, and my best friend, Josh Briley. Say hey, Josh.
Oh, what is up, Richard? Everybody, how are y'all doing today? Richard.
Episode 114 in the making, Josh, here at P3 Radio. And we're going back to back on recording this. We just came off of our arrangement that we were trying to seek last week. And no word on if we got a hit or not because it's been way too early, right?
We still have the email pulled up, so if we get a hit, you will hear it during this show.
Well,
God, I hope we get a hit.
Episode 114 in the making here.
And just let me say this.
Yeah.
If we do get a hit on that profile, that lets you know right then and there that person does not give a fuck. They are willing to do whatever it is
Right.
to receive some of that.
Some of that bushwhacker money.
Oh. Be sucking kiwis out of that thing.
Oh, man.
Mate.
We might be having a wedding like what this one guy here, we had here that we see right here on this video. There's a video I showed you last week. You missed it somehow. So it's a Facebook video that I found. It said future husband goals, and it's from 1997. And it's some guy that looks like Jeff Foxworthy. And
does he have a condition? Is he a disabled?
He's got that. He's doing some dancing, man.
What's wrong with him?
It looks like he's trying to find out if his shoes will touch the ground.
Do you remember how Forrest Gump danced when he got his legs things pulled off? It's like that, but like if he took meth.
It looks like he's just constantly on a tightrope.
Or he's getting or he's getting fucked by Ghost Dad.
Yeah. Oh, he's way not drunk or roofied enough for his wine to be getting fucked by Ghost Dad. Man, that movie's even weirder now when you think about, Ghost Dad being... I almost said Bill Clinton.
Bill Clinton. Yeah.
Bill Cosby.
Hey, Phil, put him in that position. Same thing.
We don't go politics. Bill Cosby. It always is like Bill Cosby being Ghost Dad's even creepier now.
Oh yeah, and you know what's even creepier? I found that motherfucking VHS still sealed at Goodwill like a year ago. I bought that motherfucker.
You bought it?
I did.
That's gonna be the next movie we have to watch at P3 movie reviews here.
Yeah.
Is the
Ghost Dad.
Ghost Dad.
Love it.
How did he die in Ghost Dad?
I don't know. I've only seen bits and pieces of it. When I was a kid.
Woman found the roofie.
Yeah. She gave him a taste of his own medicine.
What's this in my wine? And then she switched the glasses.
It tastes like my nighttime water.
Yeah. And switched the glasses on him. He drank it, and then she killed his ass.
I feel lightheaded as a motherfucker.
Yeah. But speaking of lightheadedness and going to sleep forever, you had a dream recently.
Oh,
or was
yeah.
that my dream that you were going to sleep forever?
Ironically, that was my dream.
Well, your dream was that you died.
Well, here's what happened.
Okay.
You know how...
Do we need creepy music in the background?
Sure.
Would that help?
Pop some in there.
All right, it's Halloween. It's almost Halloween. It's Halloween season.
Yeah.
It's not
very
almost
much
Halloween.
Bats and
you want
orange and black.
You want organ music?
Not anything in
Not
Oregon.
music from the state of Oregon, but like just organ music.
Organ. Like
Yes,
my
organ.
fucking Memo Ophi used to play.
Like the thing the camp counselor used to shove in your mouth.
Did you know that my other grandmother on my dad's side, she had a goddamn organ in her house. And
Really?
I would know if they were home because I'd ride my bike and I could hear the organ playing on the outside.
Really?
Yeah. Never told anybody that. Or, I haven't told you that. I mean, obviously my family knew, but
Nobody tell
Nobody
Josh
knew
he's
except for
losing
her
his
neighbors.
mind that there is no organ music. You better not tell nobody. They'll think you're loonier than a pet coon.
Anyways,
all right. So let's get the organ music here.
I'm going to get through this
No
fucking
reply.
ad.
No reply to the thing that got shoved in your mouth by a camp counselor.
I didn't hear it.
That's what I said. But you didn't sell it. So.
This is scaring me right now.
All right. So what happened?
So I'm in dreamland.
Yeah.
I had already been sleeping for a while, obviously, because I woke
Right.
up. It was like 2 a.m.
Right.
But you know how you kind of jump around in your dreams sometimes,
Jump
and
around.
you just
jump up and get down.
Yeah, I mean, you got your fucking jersey on backwards and the cool bugle boy pants.
Yeah.
Fucking all that shit.
The thing where you're falling in your dream and you go the
Daddy Mac makes you jump.
yeah.
But what had happened was I was kind of just roaming around in dreams. You know, you're doing something, then you just switch to doing something else, and then whatever.
And it
becomes
totally
your-
makes sense that it seamlessly goes to the next thing.
Yeah, it's like a fucked up movie, but it all makes sense
Yeah.
to you. Well, I'm outside, and I don't know if I'm with my wife or whoever, but somebody tells me, "What is that up there in the sky?" And he points, and like off in the distance, I didn't know if it was a UFO or what, but it was like
I know what it was.
It was a black blob.
I know what it was.
Let me tell you something about that Creole wolf.
Oh, Lord have mercy. No,
All right, so go
it
ahead.
wasn't no Creole wolf.
All right.
I wished it was a goddamn Creole wolf, but it was a black blob in the sky, and it looked kind of like an airplane approaching me or whatever.
Right.
Because it was getting closer, but as it was getting closer, it was descending, kind of like towards me.
Right.
The closer it gets, I'm thinking, could that? No, that's not how it happened. Is that how it happens? Oh shit! And it's the goddamn Grim Reaper, dude.
Oh.
It's happening.
Shit.
It's fucking happening. And in my dream, that's how I feel. I'm like, oh God,
He's coming for me.
it's fucking happening. This ain't how it happens. And I fucking lost it, man. I'm no, no. And as he's getting closer to me, I can see his face. Do you know what his face looks like?
What does his face look like?
Exactly like mine.
Oh, wow.
Only kind of like taking dill powder and pouring it onto your butthole. Only, yeah, exactly, exactly.
He was younger or was he older?
No, it was like the death version of me. The skeleton looking face.
Yeah.
but it was my face.
Like your picture was in the paper that they raided a drug house and
yeah, but like Skeletor,
Yeah.
But it was my face, and he's shaking his head. Yes, yes. And I was like, it's not time. And then I wake up.
Huh.
I wake the fuck up, and I am just consumed by, what does that mean? Why did I dream that? I didn't think any crazy shit like that before. I went to sleep. Sometimes you watch a
Right.
movie, whatever, you get that crazy shit dreams
Right.
or whatever, but I didn't do anything like that. And hey.
Go
I
ahead.
was
I'm
very,
listening.
very much in fear of the Reaper. But, like I said, I wake up and I'm just kind of pondering. It really fucked with me, dude.
Yeah, I mean,
Like,
it's funny how the stupidest dreams will pop into your head, and even though they're not scary at all, like in real life you think how ridiculous they are, when you wake up and you're still in that like subconscious like, oh shit, like you don't even want your foot to hang off the bed.
hell no. His ass might be down there
Get my
somewhere.
foot under these covers here because killers can't get under covers.
So, I was all fucked up about that.
Yeah.
And, I pondered it most of the day that day. I'm like,
Yeah.
what does that mean? Am I killing myself? Is that
Right.
what's I mean,
By
how
not
am I
drinking.
doing that?
By not
I'm trying
drinking.
to improve life.
Right, right.
I'm trying to push his dead ass away, not get him closer to me. But yeah, I just really pondered on that or whatever.
Like what the dream meant.
Yeah, because it's extremely odd, and especially he had my face, But either way,
No, I mean I like that. Maybe we can look it up in a dream dictionary. You know, maybe there's something for it. What do you think?
I'm not sure I want to know.
You don't want to know? Like,
I mean, you think that, but you don't want the doctor. Oh yeah, it's true. Your thoughts are correct. You're going to die. You know, yeah. You never want to go to the doctor and he says that.
we ain't gonna turn the ambulance lights on.
Octopus dreaming, dreams of natural disaster.
Well, no, we don't. We want to know what dreaming of the Grim Reaper means.
Okay.
So we're gonna say dreams
About
dream meaning
Grim Reaper.
about Grim Reaper. Yeah, we'll do that. And that's grim. Not
There
grim.
you go.
All right, so dream meaning of just one Grim Reaper. This is like an auto search. 3 Grim Reapers? This is
Oh
like-
man,
there wasn't 3
That's
of
a
them. was
fucked
there?
up dream, like a super fucked up.
Okay, so you're not gonna like this, Josh. To dream of the Grim Reaper is usually a bad omen of negativity and death. It represents parts of yourself that have that you have discovered that you parts of yourself that you
I
have
think
discovered.
Roy wrote this because it's in broken English.
Dream of Grim Reaper. You must give your credit card expiration number.
It's okay. I work with Sears and fucking Barclay Center.
Okay, so do you want to read the rest of this, or you want to go with another one? So that one's not good. That says that's bad. So let's see what the next one says. Dreams about Grim Reaper. MyDreamSymbolism.com here.
Well, that's got to be the fucking. Oh shit! There he is.
There he is.
There he is.
All right, so
he's
let's
all
see.
cartoony, like he was in my dream.
Oftentimes it can happen that a dream affects our lives in a way that we as human beings can dream so intensely that we engage that activity in everyday life. If we had a dream that we are drinking water, we can wake up and be thirsty. Imagine that.
And
shit.
then there's an ad up under this that says, "Become a barefoot rider." What the fuck is that?
There's one about husband divorces his wife after looking closely at this photo.
I just see a big old
Yeah,
ass.
there's a big ass there. And then somebody's like putting caulking on their toenails.
Do this to end, in quotations, toenail fungus.
It was like, you telling me that it won't really end it?
It'll fucking murder that shit.
It is also said that we find it hard to know what dreams are saying, blah, blah, blah. All right. Meaning of dreams about the Grim Reaper. First of all, we need to establish that the Grim Reaper is, in fact, a common factor in the culture and history. Oh, fucking, just tell me what it means. It is the force that is the most commonly seen as a human skeleton carrying long
hair and dressed in black in a black hood. And he
Now-
comes to take you away.
Now, in the dream world, this interesting subject deserves our attention because it is one very memorable dream. In some extreme cases, seeing the Grim Reaper in your dream can just be out of fear of your own death, facing with your own mortality. This means that you must stop wearing the old burden of the past. By this, the dream suggests that it can be all those senseless feelings of guilt or any similar difficulties and feelings that are very negative. Now, I know what this is about, Josh.
Lay it on me.
You're still upset that you ripped my pants back in. And
I'm
I forgive you,
upset
brother.
to death.
I forgive you, brother. It's okay now. My birthday was Friday. What I will not forgive you for is not even a happy birthday. I shot a fucking confetti cannon at your ass.
Oh, come on. It's not even your shoot birthday yet.
It wasn't your shoot birthday either. That's okay.
Yeah, I'm coming in your house. I got a fucking
Ew.
like 2 bags from the party store. And I'm diverting. No, don't look. I'm just going to need the keys to your house before you get home.
So
I
before
gotta
we
set some
started
stuff up.
recording, my wife busted in, and I honestly thought you had set something up with her.
Oh, damn. I'm
I was-
sorry to put
No,
your
I
dick in
was-
the dirt.
I was just sitting there. I was like, yeah. I was like, we were just sitting here talking, and all of a sudden my wife busts in. Like, and she's like, hey, have you started recording yet? And when I told her no, she looked like, what would be a good word to describe how she looked?
Kind of, I don't know. Maybe
Like,
I know what you're doing type look.
right. Like, yeah, like she was like, oh, okay. Yeah, that's okay. Y'all haven't started recording yet. And I was like, oh, here comes the point where they're about to shoot a cannon at me and give me presents and stuff. And then she just told me a story, and it was just like, oh, so there's no presents? They didn't even think to repair my pants. Oh, okay. Those are still ripped, huh? What's that in your hand? Oh, it's a sandwich. Is that? Oh, it's for you. Okay. Well, what about you don't drink? Okay. Well, what about that wrestling figure I always want? Oh, you sold it on eBay. Okay.
You're checking all the boxes.
Yeah. Well, all right. Well, you want to go to A? Oh, you can't go to AEW. Well, what about Brewfest? No. Okay. All right. Well. So no. Well, you still hadn't said happy birthday, fucker.
It's not your shoot birthday yet.
No, it's not my birthday. Okay. All right. Well, guess I'll be over here in my sadness.
Now look, I'm just gonna lay it all out there.
Yeah.
What did I mean, you know, I'm the one that even upstaged your birthday in 2011.
You did. You upstaged.
I
it a
went
little
out.
bit.
You know, you're having a party, like a legit party.
Well, here's how you make it about yourself.
You invited all kinds of people, and you had catering,
Right.
and everything. And it's your time. It's your birthday.
Yeah.
I show up. What do I do?
And this is how Josh makes it about himself. And just because earlier I was like, hey, my birthday's coming up, because I was hinting because I didn't get shit for my birthday. I was like, oh, my birthday's coming up. You know, notice you hadn't brought that up yet. I didn't see a confetti cannon in your pocket anywhere, do you? No? Okay. Yeah, my birthday's coming up. You're like, I can't forget your birthday because something happened to me on that day, the next day. All right, and what happened, Josh? What happened at my birthday party?
So
how many years ago?
It was 2011.
Wow,
That'd be 8
it's
years ago.
Before my daughter was even born.
Yeah.
Wow.
So,
my last birthday.
well, no. That'd be 2012. I'm thinking of when we met.
Oh. No,
Anyways.
we met in like 80.
Yeah, I'm talking about
86.
Yeah. But so me and my current wife right now,
Yes.
we show up and we're telling your mother-in-law.
My first birthday as a father.
Yeah, yes, because your daughter was there.
Yes.
She was in the kitchen where we were talking to your mother-in-law.
Yeah,
in
and
her
my
little,
mother-in-law was about to take her to her house.
Yeah, she
So
was in the little bouncy seat or
Yes.
whatever. And we were just talking to your mother-in-law, and we were saying, yeah, we're going to get married, blah, 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 blah. We haven't found this and this, this and this, but we really want to get married. She says, well, you know what? I'm a freaking ordained minister. I can marry you right now. We said, really? Me and my wife look at each other. You want to do this? Sure. We're at a fucking wedding chapel anyways.
That's where we were at for my party.
Yeah, because your people own a wedding chapel. So, anyways,
Yeah.
we literally walked outside.
And you said, fuck you and your party. I'm going to upstage your ass.
Yes.
I remember you said that verbatim. You took your dick out and you said, you see, I'm pissing on this anthill. That's what I'm doing to your party right now. And I'm going to shake it. And that's what we're doing.
So, anyways, I'm married now.
No.
And
honestly, me and my wife were the only witnesses. So we had to sign your marriage certificate, didn't we?
I think.
Yeah. We signed your marriage certificate as witnesses. It was, honestly, I loved it. I thought it was pretty cool. I don't know why I didn't get you anything for your anniversary, if that's what you're digging at here. It ain't your shoot anniversary.
I don't ever get anything anyways.
No, not even a hand job?
We'll go out to eat.
A steak, no hand job.
Hand job in the car on the way home.
Are you done? Shit, my elbow's getting tired. What about now? I gotta fold these clothes. It's an old Chris Rock bit.
Help me fold these clothes, and then I end up folding them and putting them up
with a half dick, thinking that it's gonna start getting jacked again. No, she gonna pass out when we get these clothes off the bed.
I got a headache right now. I just
Plus now my arm hurts. Maybe for your birthday. That's in July.
Can't you just go on that website?
Oh man. Well, how about this, Josh? I'm kind of sad for you now, man. I'm very sad. And
like I said, high heel up the ass, man.
What I think you need, Josh, I think you need to drink. And if you're going to drink, what better way to do it than with the Wine of the Month Club? It's the original wine club since 1972. Josh, wine's classy.
It is classy, just when it's not in your assy.
Yeah,
the bottle I'm prefer to.
If I think you might be drinking wine wrong. You're not supposed to do the way the camp counselor showed you how to drink it. It's a real thing to drink wine and alcohol with your ass. Don't do that. It's called butt chugging. It's a real thing.
Oh,
It's-
yeah.
it's
In
teenagers.
colleges.
Anyways, tinyurl.com/p3wine. It's Wine of the Month Club. Doesn't matter how you drink it, whether you drink it orally or anally. They're going to send you 2 bottles of high-quality wine for a great price. Visit them today at tinyurl.com/p3wine. tinyurl.com/p3wine. Once again, that's tinyurl.com/p3wine. Got a little bit of Nirvana for you here. This is About a Girl. It's a good version of the song, man.
It's off the album.
We're playing this, Josh, because I was going to tell you. Last week, I was listening to the radio, and they said that the house that Kurt Cobain and Courtney Love were living in, up until the time of his death, recently sold in Seattle.
Uh-huh.
How much do you think it went for? And
Was it just like a...
It was just a normal house. It was like just a house. I mean, I guess it was just a standard house. I don't think it was a mansion, but it was a house that showed some success.
Just from that, you know, it being Kurt Cobain and Courtney Love's house formerly,
Yeah.
and the lure behind it and whatnot, I think at least 2-3 million.
Double that. It sold more than double, over $7 million.
Damn.
Now, would you want to live in that house?
Absolutely not.
I mean,
Because-
I don't believe in ghosts. Let's just be honest. I don't believe in it.
Okay. That's you.
You gave me the Jake Roberts eyebrow.
That's you.
What would you think? Wait till your ass is haunted.
And then all of a sudden you get 2 of them, and then they're shoving toys up your ass. And then,
So you wouldn't stay in that house. You have a horrible
absolutely
fear
not.
of ghosts.
Right. And I've told you experiences that I've had before about the thing at the end of the bed that was about 4'11", kind of looked like Bushwhacker Luke.
Shoved a bottle of wine in my ass. Is that how you're drinking wine nowadays? You don't want to ingest it, but you know you can get drunk that you can get
Yes,
drunk
I
that
said
way.
that's why college kids do it.
Well, you know why they do it. It's not just so they can shove wine in their ass.
No, it's
And most of the
because
time
it
it's
happens
liquor.
quicker and it hits you way harder.
But-
It is the commonplace with other drugs too.
I talked to an officer friend of mine and was told that the kids do this because they think that it doesn't allow the alcohol to get on your breath. But the way the alcohol filters through your body, it goes through your lungs and it
Right.
comes on your breath anyways.
Mhm.
But yeah, butt chugging is a thing. Like, I honestly, when I saw that happen in Jackass, what Jackass was that?
I don't really
One
remember.
or two. I was like, that is the dumbest thing ever. Who would pour beer in their asshole? But there's people that do that. Like
I said,
put whiskey in a
people.
douche.
There's girls that I knew that put pills in their asshole. All
Like,
kind of
were
stuff.
they going through customs?
No, because they said it would hit them hard and all that jazz.
Put
They're-
a peel in your asshole. You won't let me put this in there.
Right.
What if I shoved the peel
No,
in
no,
with
no.
this?
It's like girls that I knew of.
Oh.
You know? Not like that I had been around.
Yeah,
while,
no,
you know that. But yeah, you don't believe in ghosts. Whatever. That is your opinion. But like I said, I've had my experiences, and I had an experience the other night after my Grim Reaper dream.
What?
Yes, I swear to God, dude, it was fucking creepy, and it happened while I was listening to this song. It's called Devil Town.
Why were you listening to a song called Devil Town?
I was going through this album that it's called 1990 by Daniel Johnston. If you've ever heard of him,
Never heard of him.
He was one of Kurt Cobain's like favorite songwriters.
That's crazy.
Yes, that's
Because-
why
all
I
right,
said
so-
that it was crazy, because I had this song pulled up.
And I said, "What's your favorite Kurt Cobain song?" And you looked at me like, "You know something, don't you, fucker?"
I
And
thought you were reading my fucking mind.
I was like, "No." I was like, "I just had a story I want to tell," and you were like, Well, you'll see. You'll see why this is interesting.
Well, what had
You gave me
happened?
that. You gave me that. You'll see. You don't believe in ghosts, but you believe in ESPN when I show you this shit.
But anyways,
Yeah.
I was just going through I had never heard this album before.
So it's a guy named Daniel Johnson.
Johnston.
Johnston. Don't let me forget that T.
You know, usually, like people describe his music as like outsider music,
Right.
or it's a bit childlike, and
It looks a little bit childlike, and I'm
But-
just looking at the cover.
just like I said, but like this guy is considered probably the greatest songwriter too, Kurt Cobain.
Really?
And that's why he got so famous even more than he already was back in the day, because Kurt Cobain was pictured several times wearing one of his T-shirts.
What is this T-shirt? Is it just that
It was
stump?
it was a album cover from his thing called Hi, How Are You?
Now, is this guy still alive?
No, he died earlier this year.
Okay. Now, when they did that, there was a documentary they did about Kurt Cobain. It's called Montage of Heck.
Yeah.
It looked like this Daniel Johnson guy right here on this 1990 album cover. It looks like there is the artwork back there. Looks exactly like the artwork that was in Montage of Heck.
Probably is.
So it was probably inspired. Okay, that makes more sense then.
Anyways, I'm alone. And, my wife works third shift. I'm
Right.
alone. There's no kids at the house.
Done jerked it 3 times. I'm pretty dehydrated.
Like it stole money from me, boy. Let me tell you something.
I don't. It's like your wife leaves for the night, and you're like,
And you
"Where the
jacking it like-
it's like as soon as the door shuts, it's like you got to put the dog up because you don't want that frustration of her seeing that
Looking
and
me
thinking
in
it's
the
a hot
eye.
dog. And then you don't want her to look you in the eye and know what you're doing.
Right.
And so you lock the dog up, you grab the Jergens and the tissue box, and you're like,
Turn
I'm gonna
on
have a
Pornhub, and you're ready
light
to
a
go.
candle, put on some Barry Manilow, however you do it.
Ready to go.
So after you got done doing that 3 or 4 times,
Ready to go.
it's midnight, you're chafed, and
I'm sitting there, like I said, on my phone, and just to add like color to the picture, to the picture.
right.
It was completely dark in my fucking house besides my phone light. I was just chilling, man, ready to go to bed, listening to this shit. And this is the song I'm listening to, and I'm going to do what happened when it happened to this song.
Wait, what? Wait, what?
I was living in a devil town. Didn't know it was a
Is that him?
devil
Yes.
town.
This is terrible.
Oh Lord, it really brings me down.
But a dark
about
house.
The devil town.
Dark house. This
And all
already
my
had me kinda,
friends were vampires. Didn't know they were vampires. Turns
Said he was a
out
writer,
I
eh?
was a vampire myself in the devil town.
This sounds like some shit you just write on a whim.
I was living in a devil town.
Okay. Now this is happening.
Didn't know
I'm already kind of,
it was a
this is a little
devil
creepy.
Yeah.
The
You're always
song-
you're always more sensitive post jerk.
Well, no, you're by yourself. You all that comes off the brain. All the evil's out.
Thinking rationally. More
And all of a
innocent.
sudden, the song fades out.
Right.
It's done. And I'm like, if you want to turn on your computer, press this. If you would like to go and maximize the screen, I mean, it's fucking Contra
Right.
talking. And I don't know where Contra's coming from because I don't have the bitch on my computer. My computer is like older.
Yeah.
It's like Windows 7 came on the motherfucker.
Right.
I'm fucking freaking out. I mean, I'm like, okay, so there's a ghost. Something's happening.
So it wasn't on your phone?
No, and it was extremely fucking loud. I'm talking about super loud. I go searching the house for Contra.
Right.
Or who I don't know what the fuck it is.
Right.
I know it is now. I'm searching for the fucking robot bitch. And I'm going through my room, my son's room,
Right.
go through the kids' room. It's the last one. Total darkness, mind you.
Right.
I'm fucking got the flashlight on the phone. She's got a computer. I lift up the thing, and all kind of shit's just going off. Like somebody is controlling this motherfucker.
Right.
And I can't turn the fucking thing down. it's any button that I push to make this stop, it's not working.
She have TeamViewer?
No, dude, I had to unplug the motherfucker.
Yeah. Did it still go?
No.
Did you wish to be bigger?
Oh, I unplugged
I
it.
Be big.
Took the battery out of the fucking laptop. I mean, it scared the fuck out.
Sounds like you got a virus on your hands.
I don't, dude. She wasn't connected to the internet or anything
Ever?
Well, I mean, she has been.
Yeah,
but what
that's
I'm
all
saying,
it takes to get a virus.
all of a sudden, it just boom, loud as fuck.
Yeah.
It's just the timing of the Devil Town, Dark House, and then.
All right, Roy. What we're going to do is when he plays Devil Town, hit the fuck out of the the virus that makes his computer go off.
It really had me shook. The death and the Devil Town shit. I've just been in the mindset of something bad's going to happen.
Can I just say, yeah, it sounds like it. Now I feel bad because I'm going on a trip tomorrow.
So maybe it's you. Maybe it's you.
Thank God it's you.
Oh, man.
Call your mom. Thank God. Hey, Mama, Dad, Richard's going out of town. Don't worry. Everything's going to be fine with us. He's the one that's going to die.
Final destination's going to happen on his
You're going to feel really bad if I die at this trip, aren't you? Then you're going to have to figure out how to run this shit.
Yeah.
If y'all are hearing me
that
out
will
here.
be a hiccup in the operation, wouldn't it?
Hey, BT, do you know how he ran this shit? I got
Is there any way we can just do this by the phone now?
Speaking of which, we're still doing a show with BT over at his website or his podcasting site called Shooting the Shiznit. It's every Wednesday night on AEW's Dynamite show that they do.
And you
It's a
can
recap
find
show.
this podcast anywhere you find our podcast, iTunes, whatever. Just search Shooting the Shiznit.
Yeah. And you'll find that podcast. It's a limited time offer, a trial run. It's a very short podcast, too. It's, 20 minutes long?
20 minutes. And we're going to do a 12-week run. Just see how things, as far as number-wise, are.
Right.
But we got the news today. It was super good reviews.
Yeah.
Tons of people loving it already. And I cannot wait for next week.
Now, can we also point out how bad that Devil Town song was? It sounded like he was making it up on the fly, right?
He might have been.
My
because,
friend was born
look,
in a Devil Town.
Look, his life was just as crazy, maybe even crazier than Kurt Cobain.
Right.
He
What did he die of?
I really don't know. It's some kind of maybe a heart attack, but he had been in the hospital a week before with kidney problems.
Right.
But ever since he was younger, he had like mental issues. You know, like,
I couldn't tell from that song.
No, seriously, one of these, I forget which album it was, but he wrote the whole thing while he was committed. And he was proud of it, he seemed, when he would talk about it.
The cheese thinks it knows my neighbor. I was like, what?
But what I'm saying, like, you know, it's a little weird, but he had episodes.
A little weird.
He had episodes, you know, say him and his dad are flying in their Cessna or whatever kind of plane it was. He has an episode while he's in the air. He grabs the ignition keys, turns the damn plane off, or however you turn it off. He threw the keys
out the
out
window.
the goddamn window. His dad had to crash land the plane, save him, and then he committed his ass after he got out or whatever and saved the day. But that was just, you know, he was troubled, to say the least.
I'd say so.
And, you know, I guess you look at like Van Gogh, you look at him at the time.
Right.
He was just a drunk bastard, you know, fucking asshole.
Couldn't get his van to go.
But, you know, he put out some good art or whatever. There's a lot of people that really like his stuff. And, you know, he's got a lot of them layered meanings. Like he may say this, but he's really meaning this. It's like...
but he mailed his ear to a bitch. He airmailed his ear to a bitch.
Airmail. Yeah, sure.
How do you get postage for that? Young sir, would you take this bloody ear? I'm just guessing he's British. I don't do accents. Would you take this bloody ear to yonder house of wench? Why is the package bleeding? Don't worry that.
Don't trouble yourself with
Never
this.
you mind. Here's 20 shekels.
Shillings. What's your shilling?
Oh, man. But no, I mean, you know what artist I never really liked? Picasso.
It's like a bunch of shit.
It just looks like shit I could do. Like
if a unicorn shit on a canvas.
not even just a horse with a fucking
Or like,
strap-on dildo on its
You've been
head.
eating Fruit Loops. You've been eating Fruit Loops.
Yeah.
And then you go to the downtown tavern and then get roofied by the bartender. And then you throw up on your sidewalk. That's what it looks like.
You didn't throw up on the sidewalk.
I
you
shit on the
on
sidewalk.
I was like, don't church it up. That was shit and you know it. It stained the sidewalk.
Dude,
they had to take
my
a pressure washer
My
to that.
grandma, she was like, it's not
smell.
the sewage was leaking or something last night. It was awful about 3 a.m. I was thinking that's when my shitty drawers were laying in the hamper.
Still one of my favorite stories.
And
for
can
you.
I was still drunk when I had to wake up and put that shit in the washer.
Did your
at
grandmother
like
know
7.
you were drunk?
I hope not. I hope she didn't like drinking at all.
Yeah.
You know.
But I can imagine you come in.
I've had many conversations with her while I was drunk, and
yeah, just don't worry about it, Grandma.
I am fine.
You just worry about yourself. I shit the sidewalk. How you can just jam washer to work? That's the dryer. Have you had your shit underwear in the dryer? For about 34 hours. I just keep turning it on.
I literally had to set an alarm, wake up, and I only had like 2 hours of sleep, and put my shitty undergarments and my pants and my socks and everything. I had to fucking wash my shoes out with a water hose. Like I had shit in the bottom of my shoes.
Dude, that's still one of my favorite stories. That
it was perfect. Dude, I wish we would have filmed it.
It might be a good thing you're not drinking anymore.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
I was a madman.
Yeah, I mean, but that was a good 9 years from the last time that you did that you shit on the sidewalk? Because I hadn't had my kid yet, so probably 8-9 years ago. So you shit on the sidewalk and then you're passed out on it. So 9 years later. So yes.
Oh, I had a bunch of episodes in between.
It wasn't A to B. It was A, B, C, D. When you got around to picking me
I'm
up,
talking about like Russian alphabet shit. We're stretching the fuck out of it.
Double Q.
It's backwards R time. There's another episode as well.
Oh man. There was one time I woke up and there was blood and sperm on everything. I just got the hell out of there.
Seriously, I was told I was sitting on my front porch one time and I tried to attack someone.
Oh, I thought you were going to say jerking off.
No, I tried to attack someone walking down the street.
Really?
And why? Because they pissed me off.
What'd they do?
Walked by my house.
You see that sign?
Yeah. And it was my cousin and her husband. And the husband was the one that restrained me, but I have no idea. I mean, I guess it was, he said, you got pissed off he was walking by.
It wasn't your cousin that was walking by.
No, it was just a random guy.
Just a random.
At like midnight. And they told me the next day what had happened. And there's a bunch of shit I probably don't remember. But yeah, I probably don't need to be drinking.
Right. Yeah. I mean, you could probably do it in moderation. But
I have no moderator. It's like, buy a baby jack, then all of a sudden, well, I mean, we just going to get a gallon. I mean,
yeah.
That was just a sip.
Yeah, that night was pretty crazy. I understand. But, I mean, only one night since then that you've drank?
Yeah. And I felt like shit the whole time.
Yeah. Just because you felt bad about yourself or?
That and the whole next day. The whole
Oh.
next day, I felt like shit.
Yeah.
Like physically. So something's going on
I don't
there.
feel like I can run a mile like I normally do.
No, I mean, it was like I had a hangover or something. but
Probably did.
My head wasn't hurting. It was like my body
That
was
sluggish
all
feeling.
fucked up. Like I was in a dream or something the whole day. And I was like, yeah, not for me.
Yeah. Well, we'll see we'll see what happens.
I did debate though. Do you think maybe if I just drank clear liquor that it wouldn't affect me that way?
Probably.
But I couldn't even get a buzz hardly like when I was drinking
I'm going to have to drink 2 gallons of this.
I swear. I remember. I shouldn't be saying this kind of stuff, but I don't give a fuck. I don't drink anymore, so it doesn't matter. But I was I was able to drink.
We'll see about that.
I was able to drink like half a pint of fucking. I think it was that blue Sky vodka.
Yeah.
In the blue thing or whatever. I drank half a pint of that and then drove to goddamn Chester County one time.
On a dare?
No, just because I had something to do,
Oh.
and I was like, well, fuck, I don't want to miss this. I'm going. Fuck it. And I was fine. But I may have been buzzed, but in my mind, I wasn't drunk. I wasn't nothing.
Yeah.
You know? I don't know. I'm dangerous.
Yeah.
Like in that aspect. I don't need to. I don't need to do that anymore.
Well, I like I said, yeah, there's pants that are ripped that are somewhere here in this house. I don't know. I think I threw those pants away last week.
And you were so adamant about my mother-in-law can fix these.
No, actually, I think I still have them. But the problem is they have a liner inside.
Bust the ass out of them.
But then I have a busted ass liner. How do you get those sewn up? I don't know how they did it. I'm not a seamstress.
I'm not either.
Or
You're
a
asking,
seamer.
you're asking the wrong person.
Yeah.
I only watched my granny so much.
Yeah. Well, we've been having this on our docket to talk about for a while, Josh.
On the docket.
On the docket. That's not where you put your penis in another man's foreskin. I know you got excited when I said docket. That's not what
What'd you say,
about.
Mike? Docking? Docking, Mike?
Mike? No, it's we've had this on the docket for a while here. And I've been wanting to show you. You've never seen this.
I have not. And I thought it was like a female version of who am I looking for here? It's like the fat guy.
That looks
from
like Chris
Ace
Farley in
Ventura.
a wig.
Yes. I mean,
it looks like the
that's perfect.
The Zagat's commercial where she's like, "There's a beautiful wine rack." Yeah, that's Chris Farley in a wig. So that's how it starts out, and it says "woman fakes injury in court," and you've never seen this video, so we're gonna play that right now. If you're looking for it on YouTube, just type in "woman fakes injury in court." You've probably seen this. Josh is the last person to not see this in America, I think. So here we go.
Thank you. The next speaker is Marvin Clayton. Hey.
So to add some clarity on what happens, this woman finishes giving her deposition or whatever, her testimony, and she walks by, I don't know, the defendant, the plaintiff?
One of them.
And she's got a notebook in her hand, and she, like, taps her in the back of the head with the notebook. I mean, it was ill. Like, she shouldn't have done it.
Right.
But we're talking about less than a tap, Josh, right? And
and then she is flipping and flopping like Handsome Jimmy.
Yeah. Watch. Like, that wouldn't even have killed a fly on the back of her head.
But she had enough wherewithal to go,
What would have made it better is when she was laying on the ground, if she would have, like, shook her leg like Dusty Rhodes used to, like he was, like, being electrocuted. She falls down on the floor. And then somebody says the judge is like, she hit her right in the eye. Bailiff, grab that woman.
Okay.
Now, you did hear the pop of the notebook.
Yeah, I mean.
And this woman is like 100 years old. She, you hit her in the back of the head, she could get a concussion.
Yeah.
Mr. Mayor. She struck the woman, she should be arrested. This is unbelievable. They struck a woman in the eye.
Now, there's another woman from the crowd that don't have anything to do with it, chastising the old woman.
No, see what
You
happened?
bullshitting.
You bullshitting.
That's bullshit.
She barely tapped you in the back of the head. I don't know where they got the eye at. She clearly hit her in the back of the head.
Take a recess here while we clear the room. We're going to call him. We're going to call a doctor.
Oh my God!
Take a recess, Mr. Mayor. This meeting's in recess. Meeting is in recess.
All right, so this is a meeting. This ain't even a actual trial.
That's why the bitch had a notebook.
That's crazy. But I tell you, man, one person.
Did you hear that squall? That like a fucking like if you was to close up a elephant's trunk.
That is a perfect impersonation of what that is, Josh. Let's hear it again.
It's like stepping on an air hose, but for the elephant snout.
That's like what would happen if your dad had to stop peeing midstream. Ronnie and that
motherfucker's backfiring.
Ronnie got a kidney stone again.
His kidney stones could fit in 5-gallon buckets.
I got back problems from lifting the kidney stones.
This motherfucker gonna shoot him out, though, boy.
Oh man, I think we logged out of our email account for seeking arrangements.
Well, that sucks.
Yeah.
How are we gonna know then?
Well, I tell you, dude, one guy that doesn't fake anything is this motherfucker we're about to see here. to find this video, there's a video that says Mr. Play Too Much is the name on Facebook. It's a page. There's one.
So all you grandparents out there,
Yeah.
when you're on Facebook, go and find Mr. Play Too Much.
It's Mr. period. It's MR period space play the number 2 and much. There's a video on here that says this guy you don't want to mess with. All right. And if this guy isn't the most like fast talking guy, like I don't think this would ever work in MMA, but you see him up right now, he's squared up with a guy while like the cast of like
Charles in Charge
sit around watching him. I don't know why.
There's Chachi right there.
But they have this guy. They're showing martial arts, and then there's a bongo drum in the background for some unknown reason.
I'll whip your ass and play the bongos on your ass, motherfucker.
So,
okay, we start from this position. I'm going to come in with a back fist. The minute you get into feel this energy here, you usually a line open here, then you just come back up again with it.
He said there's usually a line open here.
So what he did was he's like, first off, what you're going to do is you're going to throw a back fist. They're going to block it immediately. But then you have this area here, and you can do this fast, like, hand jive motion, and then throw a headbutt
How
here.
can you hand jive, baby?
Knee and then a headbutt.
A knee and a
Hit
headbutt.
with the inner elbow. Now, a little bit of body mechanics, just give a little bump with it. Okay, so what I want you to do, you load
That guy's
up
taking
from
a
here.
bump for him,
so when
crazy,
we hit
isn't
a
he?
phone, this is where it would go. Well, the minute the head is on its recoil out, that's when it catches to the elbow. Come back again to the head. Okay, so I don't want
Now
you to jab.
look, stop
All right,
this.
so you want to
Look,
explain
stop.
his moves?
I want you to explain to me. I want you
Where this guy's hands are when you're doing this?
No, I want. What does this look? If you were to walk into this room from the outside, right?
Yeah.
You're just walking in.
Yeah.
What are you seeing right now?
It looks like they forgot to wake up the gimp. Like everybody.
There is no furniture.
You know.
There aren't
the
even,
bongo drum's gone now.
there aren't even fucking seams in the wall, brothers. Find me a seam. Where
There's
is
not
it?
one.
Why?
That's weird.
That's fucking weird, right?
Yeah.
And you got a bunch of guys who all look like each other with Chachi type hair. And who's the victim?
I see what you're, the one that looks like them, the Chachi looking guy. So, oh man, all right. I'm not gonna go after the obvious here, the attacker and what he looks like.
So where are the seams in the walls?
So they're in this weird like
circular
sphere
fucking seamless room
where there's a bongo somewhere that they've cut out, and now this guy's showing these bullshit moves on a guy that's don't even have his hands up. They're like, oh, you can throw an elbow here, and then you can. This is like the school where what's his name, the guy that talks like this right here, really low. Steven Seagal.
Steven who?
Steven Seagal.
Seagull?
Steven Seagal. This is where Steven Seagal learned his karate, because these moves look like
To
bullshit.
answer your question, how to get
And
that
the bongo's
energy, how to
back.
feel when to do what lock, is to go back to an energy
At least
drill.
he's
So one of
got
our
another
basic energy
attacker.
drills is Zumba.
Now they're doing something called an energy drill, Josh, where it looks like, you know, that hand clapping game that the kids would play on the street, like my grandma said to your grandma, set your flag on fire. Talk about hey now. Like you get that slow from the kid that don't know how it goes. No, you want to go up and down. Hey now. No, you're doing it wrong. Damn it, Jimmy. That's what they're doing here.
I
They're
just want to play with the girls so I can touch their
Now
hands.
you name a lock.
Look, and he's like,
Wrist lock, okay? Wrist
He's
lock
hit-
right here. Okay, so
and then he's
He's
like,
having a slap
somebody
fight.
call out a move. Wrist lock? Okay, here's a wrist lock.
it's a downward elbow.
I want to go straight into that guy that like just goes takes business into his own hands and goes into business for
But
himself.
how did he get all these? I mean, I assume they're teenagers or older young adult, you know, like
Right.
20s or whatever. But is he just on the street? Try to punch me.
Right.
Try to punch me. And then he just starts slapping away at their hands? Like, because it's bullshit. I can't imagine taking direction from this guy.
Right. I mean, I imagine this is the cold steel version
Of like Kung Fu,
fighting.
of Kung
Yeah.
Fu instructional.
Yeah, I mean, it's the cold steel version.
You could slice right through this motherfucker with a karate chop.
Right. And what we want to remember is our energy drills. We want to remember our energy drills.
Remember circular motion. It'll help you out a lot.
I don't know how much of this is going through, but let's fast forward to the end of the first segment.
As I said before,
The weapons bring out the body movement, particularly the blade. So
Exactly.
All right, can you describe his outfit right now, Josh? And now we found a seam in the room.
We did.
So the guys are
Thank
gone.
God.
He's killed them.
And he's got a knife, and he looks like me back in 1986.
He looks like Richard Simmons, like
he's got
brother.
on fucking shorty shorts that are white.
Yeah.
The black wife beater. Still got the Chachi hair.
He's
flowing.
not passing the Mr. Boatwright, put your arms down to the side, or your fingertips longer than your shorts drill.
No,
He's not.
Larry Bird 1980 Celtics fucking shorts.
Black wife beater.
And the tube socks.
And what kind of belt does he have on?
It looks like maybe he's wearing boxing shorts. Maybe that's what it is.
I'm just going to go through what we call carenza, which is shadow boxing in the Philippines. I'm just going to go through a few motions. Just try to key in on what I'm doing, particularly the footwork.
Now he
looks like you're just fucking around in the yard.
Now he looks like a drunk white woman trying to dance. Imagine that. While he's got a knife. A drunk, crazy white woman trying to dance. I'll kill all of you, but I love the Macarena. Going down to his knee. Like, this video is seriously...
When would you ever do this? Like, he's comfortable as shit. You
Yeah.
would be that comfortable in a fight to get down on your knees. And
mechanics.
Yeah. Like, yeah, you're that comfortable in a fight that you take it down real low and then
I'm going
bring
to take it
back
down.
up.
I'm slicing this motherfucker too much. Let me take it down low.
Now he's got an attacker, Josh.
With a knife
I would put my money on that guy.
What if he just decked the shit out of him? The attacker is holding his dukes up, and the guy's just talking to the camera. Would it be funny if he just hit him with a right cross?
You ain't stabbing shit,
Mark, you give me a
motherfucker.
jab. I cut the bicep. I come to here and I
cut the bicep.
Lapsao, or he lying. If I go empty hands with this, it's the same thing. You
Oh,
hit the nerve.
I gotta drop the knife. It'd be over too fast if I had a knife.
So as soon as he jabs, boom, we're just taking out that nerve.
I love how
If
he-
follow up with that. Boom, I'm here.
He slapped him in the face like 3 times.
He's basically just doing like slap fighting. The guy's throwing a punch and he's just slapping his arm. All he's missing is the no.
You know what this reminds me of?
What?
Like whenever you used to fuck around with the kids or whatever. Like
Yeah.
when my kids were 5 and 6, and
me
you
tell
like,
you what
I'm a
I'm
kung
gonna
fu
do."
master,
Yeah.
and you just start slapping every one of their punches or whatever. That's
Yeah.
what this looks like.
Doing the low kicks when they get too close.
Right.
You're like, oh shit, they almost got me. Low kick. Well, this is like the bullshit like my uncle used to do.
No,
Let me
this
show
is
you
that
something.
shit that fucking guy that came over that was the bodyguard
Right.
for like Color Me Bad or whatever. Like,
You know the band that goes,
I want to sex you up. Yeah, I
Yeah.
wrote it for them.
I went in Phoenix to them last night.
Like, this is the type of shit he was doing.
So
He did have a nice spin kick.
this is the way self-defense videos should look like. Have you ever seen the funny Spanish self-defense video?
No.
All right, so this is a video where this guy got somebody to help him out here, right? So just like that guy, he had his helpers of people that will, take
Take
the
bumps.
fall. Yeah, just gonna take the bumps for you. This guy got
We're
a guy.
trying to get some new members in here.
Yeah.
We need their money.
So this is called funny Spanish self-defense video. And the guy looks like, I know this is probably done as humorous, but the guy looks like he's probably like what, 5'8", 60 years old, 245 pounds.
Sure, sounds good.
All right. And he's got an attacker here, and he's holding a knife, and he's saying something in Spanish about, all right, this is the way you defend yourself from a knife attack.
Is that what he's saying?
Yeah. So he hands it to the attacker who's wearing a hood, and he immediately stabs him in the belly. Like, not stab hard, but just like pokes him in the belly. So now he's telling him, act like you attacked me. He knocks the knife up, and he tries to go under it, and the guy just starts poking him in the back with the knife. Now they got a spatula.
No.
And he slaps him with the spatula. And he slaps him again with the spatula. He bent the spatula, stabbing him with it. So now the guy's trying to show him how to swing the spatula because now they've decided the knife's too deadly in this guy's hands. So he has the spatula. He's like, swing it like this. And the guy that's supposed to be the attacker blocks it with one hand and slaps him right in the face. Hopefully this is translating a little bit better. Now he's trying to kick it out of his hand.
Roundhouse kick.
He puts it down low.
Hold it down.
Kicks it out of his hand. And then he gets slapped. So yeah, I always thought that was kind of funny. The attacker that is, not in on the joke. Like, no, I'm really going to do this. Can you imagine that being in other forms of entertainment like magic? Magic, there's some of these skits where somebody makes like an elephant disappear. His name rhymes with Copperfield. A lot of these magicians have people that are just in on it, like working crowd members.
Oh yeah.
So just like Penn and Teller, Penn Jillette was on Opie and Anthony one time. He said, yeah, a lot of times these magicians, sometimes they'll get lucky, sometimes it's sleight of hand, and then sometimes, the audience is just be in on it, and they'll want to be in on it because they want to be part of this show.
Right.
So, even though you tell them how the joke's done, they'll get on camera and be like, whoa, I can't believe he did it. He made the elephant disappear. Was that good? Should I do it again? So, yeah, the people that aren't in it. Imagine if you found somebody who's like, no, the elephant didn't disappear. They put it behind the fucking stadium. In an honest world, that's the world I want to live in.
Oh, yeah. And, speaking of worlds that you want to live in, here's a world that I definitely do not want to live in at all.
Is it Devil Town?
Yes. This is Devil Town. This is what he was talking about.
All right.
This is a YouTube video. It's titled Drug Problems Plague Streets of San Francisco. Now, this is from the KPIX CBS affiliate in San Francisco.
Our CBS affiliate.
So, this ain't no jabronis just making a funny video. Let's listen to Ted Koppel.
Is that Ted Koppel?
Sure. Why not?
You got to hit the play button. It doesn't work with your voice.
Oh, come on, Contra. Why not?
We brought you the story yesterday of a bar owner in San Francisco who shut his doors for good because drug dealers and users were driving away customers. While our reporter Melissa Kane was doing her live report, a man collapsed behind her and was taken away in an ambulance. Melissa Kane went back to the streets today to follow up on the story for us. Melissa?
Because her ass was so shook up from seeing the fucking heroin addict pass out and die.
So what they're saying is like there was a business there and the owner was just like, you know what? I can't get business here. There's too many fucking drug dealers, too many druggies. I'm calling it quits.
What did you see on the video? Drug addicts laid out all over the street. And they're just laying on the sidewalk. The police were talking to some of them.
Yeah.
They weren't searching.
Right.
There is, we need to say this too. There's a Proposition 47, I think it was, where it was a law introduced in California. I guess it was in 2014 by now. But pretty much anything under an ounce of whatever.
Right.
Like, name it. Meth, coke, heroin, fucking pot is the least of their worries. It's legal there now.
Right.
But, any kind of pills, any drug, as long as it's not over a certain amount,
right,
it is considered personal, and it's considered a misdemeanor, no matter what.
Honestly, it should be. As long as you don't have enough to where you're selling it and making other people addicted to this crap, sellers I don't like. If you want to do this to yourself, go right ahead.
And then you see what happens. You end up laying outside a fucking bar, and people are having to close their business because you're sucking dick to get your fucking drugs. Fuck you.
Who, me?
Well, I'm just saying.
Oh, I was like, wait. I just see this as natural selection. So anyways, there's a guy. It looks like there's a guy behind her. On this video.
On drugs.
Yeah. she's back the next day looking a little bit disheveled.
I'd dishevel her.
You have a problem.
We were here yesterday, just on 7th Street, a little south of Market, bringing you the story of how this bar called Mr. Smith's is closing. While we were on camera,
Oddfellows Hall,
on the corner right over there, where it says dead end, a man actually collapsed and had to be taken to the hospital in an ambulance, although one witness told us today that he actually died there on the sidewalk. We talked to...
Wow. So it's doom and gloom, huh?
Oh, yeah. Gotta love in San Francisco.
I love how they were like one witness. It could be true. He died there.
He died before the ambulance got him.
Well, no, I don't know.
But you're for that. You're actually for whatever you want to do. Like you can, if you get pulled over and you got a half ounce of heroin,
now if
that's on you.
If you're
right?
attacking somebody because you're drunk and they're walking by your house, that's one thing.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about.
But I'm saying if you're on this
drugs.
stuff and you're attacking stuff and you're violent, then yes, that should be case dismissed. You're going to jail or whatever. But if you're just hurting yourself,
with rot gut whiskey.
Yeah, if you're hurting yourself, you're hurting yourself. What can I do to you that you're not doing to yourself?
Right, but when you got motherfuckers,
honestly,
flooding the city like that, homeless and shit, and it's because of, I'm not saying all homeless people are like this, but I'm saying the ones that are because of a drug problem, I only got so much sympathy for that.
Yeah.
Because we all got our problems. We all know you need help. Get help.
Right.
But like when you're the one that's laying in the street, and people are having to check on you because you may be dead from an overdose.
Right.
And the city,
I'm going to be honest with you though, man. Even if it's not legal, they're going to find a way to get it if they're addicted to it.
Well, yeah, but the point is the police now can't really do much because all they're going to do is give you a ticket and then walk away.
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
I mean, honestly, like I said, if they want to get help, they'll get help. And I mean, going to court or being arrested is not going to really help.
What about you're the bar owner and you're having to shut your doors? Well, let's just watch.
All right, go ahead.
Locals who have to work here on this stretch of 7th Street every day, and they tell us this is a common occurrence, and it's getting worse. We set up our camera on 7th Street near Market, and it wasn't long before we heard sirens.
I call the sirens in the area.
All right, hold up. Who's this one Walmart pimp?
This goddamn
He's wearing
Don Knotts looking motherfucker.
A Don Knotts looking guy wearing a Walmart Under Armour turtleneck with a. Imagine if Undertaker and Papa Shango had a baby
with Don Knotts.
No, well, I'm talking about the hat.
Yeah,
it's like he's got the purple strap around the hat that's more like a fedora instead of like the Undertaker's hat.
It's almost like a fedora and a top hat had a baby.
Yeah.
Let's listen to
Let's
Uncle
see what
Vito.
he says.
What's up, Uncle Vito?
The 7th Street Serenade.
We called the sirens the 7th Street Serenade. Gotta fucking love it.
Yeah.
Richard Perry has had an art studio on this block for 30 years.
Oh, he's an artist. We know how I feel about artists, right?
He says alcoholics used to congregate here, but they weren't violent. That's not the case anymore for these drug users and dealers.
People have been intimidated. Some people have been stabbed.
One guy was just walking by here and he got yelled at.
I've been here for several years, and it was always kind of...
All right, hold on, pause it.
Yes, I would.
No, although that's frightening because she looks like you seen Observe and Report?
No,
that movie with Seth Rogen.
Yeah.
She looks like Seth Rogen's mom from Observe and Report.
Oh, okay.
It's not good.
I'd
But
bone her.
let's just point this out. The fact that in the background it has Oktoberfest in the background. It's a drinking extravaganza. Do they know they're marketing there? Do they know they're marketing there? Hey, man, don't do drugs. Come drink. Oktoberfest.
You'll forget about drugs.
Saturday and Sunday, October 5th and 6th.
We need to get there.
That's this weekend.
San Francisco. We might find some spare heroin that's been discarded on the streets.
If you're going to San Francisco,
make sure to have syringes in your hair.
Be sure to dodge the syringes everywhere.
But in the last 6 months to a year, it's as if they've sort of
random
taken
people
over this
walking in the
corner,
background.
and it really attracts a rough crowd.
With dealers openly selling drugs.
Literally, they are in a business right now, and they are getting a drug deal on fucking camera.
He's just handing him directions.
Yeah. And he paid him for them.
Yeah. Thanks, brother. Here's $25.
Some customers just can't wait to use them.
I like how that drug dealer had a tuxedo jacket on top of his athletic wear.
It's Vito, the Uncle Vito selling drugs. It's a good market for drugs. I hate drugs, but I like business.
Right.
It's a smart business move.
That means many people here are high. Some block
yeah.
doorways, some urinate and defecate.
Dude, okay, like I said, you're the fucking business owner.
Yeah.
That is outside of your business. That's like 20 fucking people.
Well, I'm sure there's a law against loitering too, but
where are they at? I mean, they're giving tickets for fucking half ounces of meth.
Well, here's what
they're
happens.
not going to get you for loitering.
You're going to give them a ticket, then what's going to happen? Are they going to keep moving? Or
they're going to wipe their shitty ass with it.
I mean, so it's not going to matter. It's just you set up in a bad neighborhood. Find somewhere else.
Well, what happens if you set up in a decent neighborhood, your business goes for years, and then all of a sudden said neighborhood becomes bad because of drug laws?
Just the way it goes,
Some
man.
leave
You
their
got to
used
move.
needles around, and some just pass out.
There's a pigeon eating shit off that guy. There was a pigeon eating shit off of this guy.
Hey, man, you going to finish that burger?
And pretty soon after they shoot up, they will be incapacitated, and we have.
And that's when I go for their wallets and their belongings and everything possible that I could fit into my pockets. Because I am a responsible person, and they piss me off.
To deal with that.
Peter Sellers is the building manager at 26 7th Street. He and his employees.
You see that asshole almost hit that guy with a bat?
The bike?
Yeah.
A bat?
He almost hit him
with a bike
like that. That's what I meant.
Yeah. I was like, where does the guy hit the guy with a bat? There was a guy riding a bike, and there was a pedestrian walking, and the guy was like playing chicken with him almost.
They had a standoff. And this bitch is literally, this is the woman that was talking on camera about how bad the neighborhood was, and she's got
looks like
aluminum foil, and she's burning it on the... No, that can't be her.
No.
Employees used to call 911 about twice a week to report people.
That
in
guy's
distress.
just shoving something up his
Now it's
ass.
5 times a week.
He's going in for the kill. That's how it gets to you quicker, remember?
Yeah. All right, 7
in
in
2013
market deaths and ambulance transports.
Right. Now, this is that spot.
What happened in 2015? And it's 2016.
I don't know.
It
Maybe,
went from 26 to 75
But-
to 70. Then it was a decline to 53. Then in 2017, 64. And then something happened in 2018 where it doubled. And
that's where the crazy heroin came in. But what I'm saying is, look at 2013.
Yeah, 26 deaths.
What happened in 2014?
Well, wait. That says deaths and ambulance transports. Now they're probably adding in people that like had wrecks in that area.
I mean,
they could be.
maybe.
It's just ambulance transport.
You never know. But what I'm saying
And
is,
that says projected.
If you that projected is just that asterisk by 141 for this year. But
Right.
what I'm saying is, given the information of the laws and what changed in 2014,
right?
You can see 2013 is 26 people the whole
Right.
year, and then they changed the laws, make them extremely lenient, make it where you can go out and do whatever the fuck on the streets or
Right.
whatever, and then you got fucking, 3 times as many deaths.
Well, what
in
happened
that
a year later? It was just 5 less.
Well, I don't know what to tell you. You see the metric jump.
And then I see it drop down 2 years later to 53.
But whenever you see the 53, it's still double what the fuck it
It's
was
less
before
than
the law
double.
changed.
It's less than double.
Yeah, by like 3.
Yeah.
Go fuck yourself.
I
That's
love
when the law changed. That's when it got crazy. I don't care what you say.
I love how it says source San Francisco Fire Department.
Oh,
And
yeah,
all I
you can't
can-
believe him goddamn fireman.
No. All I could think
Tunnels
of.
and
Hold
shit.
up. Pump your brakes, Alex Smith. I'm talking about the fire department, the San Francisco. All I thought about when I saw that was just firefighters just spraying junkies. Get off. Shh. Oh, come on, man. I'm trying to shoot up, man. That
I
was
blistered
25
his ass with that one. Did you see that?
Come on, man. That was $25, man.
In
On this block of
San
7th Street,
Francisco.
26 people were either found dead or transported to a hospital by ambulance. By 2017, it was 64. But in 2018, it jumped to 126. This year, it's on track to have 141. all on this single block.
Good.
For the people who work here, being surrounded by increasing
We don't want to see
levels
decreases
of
in
drug
numbers.
use is stressful and scary.
That man's licking a Ben and Jerry's ice cream top.
yeah.
Okay.
He's
imagine
using
being
that
the,
top
no,
as the spoon.
No, fuck that. That man's eating ice cream, and they're like, that looks drug related. Shoot it, Cindy.
And heartbreaking.
Yeah, because he don't have a spoon.
I've done that.
Oh my God.
Ben and Jerry's is awesome. You'll eat that shit right out of the cannon. The cannon?
The cannon.
Canister.
Now, Mr. Sellers told us, as the building manager, he negotiated the lease for CVS Pharmacy to come to this
They'll put legal drugs there, won't they?
neighborhood. He was
FedEx
hoping
getting
that it
some
would actually improve
advertising
the scene here. He said, but instead, it's become the most shoplifted CVS in America. Live in San Francisco, Melissa Kane, KPIX 5.
Oh, that's what you call the trickle-down effect, Richard.
Yeah. Bad call.
Right.
Bad call putting a CVS in a bad neighborhood. I'm going to put that L on y'all on that one.
You should be able to have a business wherever you want.
Yeah,
and it
you
should be
should.
protected.
Yeah, it should be.
I'm just saying.
Business here in the real world, it's not that easy at all.
Well,
when hearts get broken, Josh, it's real tears that fall. I wrote that.
Did you?
I did.
It sounds like just familiar.
No.
I don't know.
And also,
sounds so good. It sounds.
I'm
familiar.
trying this new thing where I built this city on rock and roll.
Huh.
It's either
It's
that,
not crack rocks.
It's either that or crack and hose. I can't decide which one.
No, they built that city on crack and
I
hose.
built this city on crack and hose.
Got to get that stumped up trunk of the elephant thing on the soundboard. Got to do it.
Well, I think speaking of doing it, Josh,
stumped up trunks.
Yeah, why don't we get out of here and do it?
I don't know about it.
Oh, come on now.
But I'll tell you what,
you
we
gonna
can
pretend
do.
this tension ain't building for a while?
Oh Jesus.
Oh yeah.
Either
Don't get
way,
ahead of me now.
If you would like to reach out for us,
are you gonna reach out for me?
So what we have is we have this
reach out and around.
We have a profile on seekingarrangements.com. You can find us. We are BIGG Daddy PONCH. Now you're going to see a handsome picture. Reach out to us. See what happens. Maybe have steak and fun. Either way, if you want to reach out to us from Twitter, we are at P3 Radio, the number 1. And on Facebook, you can put in your search bar Pop Poncho, and you're bound to see our picture. And if you want to get with us from text message or voicemail, tell us how much you love our Seeking Arrangements profile. Our number is 731-300-6675.
Once again, that number is 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days and a quarter a year.
A quarter?
Yeah. They add up to a leap year.
Okay.
So,
I see what you did there.
For Josh Briley, this is Richard Mulligan saying thanks for listening and good night.